Intro. Hey there, fellow farmers and agriculture enthusiasts. Have you ever wondered if there's a better way to spray your crops? Well, today we're diving into a hot topic in the farming world: smart sprayers versus traditional sprayers. We'll be comparing these two technologies side by side to see which one comes out on top. So, grab your work gloves and let's get started. Main content. First up, let's talk about application accuracy. Traditional sprayers have been around for decades, and they do a decent job. But smart sprayers? They're taking accuracy to a whole new level. These high-tech machines use sensors and GPS to detect exactly where your crops are. They can even identify weeds and adjust their spray pattern accordingly. This means you're hitting your targets with pinpoint precision. No more wasting chemicals on empty spaces or accidentally spraying the wrong areas. Speaking of chemicals, let's dive into our second point: chemical usage. With traditional sprayers, it's often a case of better safe than sorry. Farmers tend to over-apply chemicals to ensure full coverage. But this leads to a lot of waste and potential environmental issues. Smart sprayers, on the other hand, use only what's needed. They can adjust the spray rate based on plant density and even leaf size. This results in significant reductions in chemical use. We're talking up to 90% in some cases. That's not just good for your wallet, it's great for the environment too. Now, let's consider time and labor. Traditional spraying can be a time-consuming process. You need to carefully plan your routes, refill tanks frequently, and often make multiple passes. Smart sprayers streamline this entire process. They can automatically plan the most efficient routes through your fields. Many models also have larger tanks, reducing the need for frequent refills. And because they're so precise, you often only need one pass to get the job done. This can cut your spraying time in half, or even more. Of course, we can't ignore the elephant in the room: cost. It's true that smart sprayers have a higher upfront cost than traditional models. A new smart sprayer can set you back anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 or more. Traditional sprayers, by comparison, might cost $10,000 to $30,000. But here's where it gets interesting: long-term savings. Remember that reduction in chemical use we talked about earlier? That translates to big savings over time. Plus, you're saving on labor costs and increasing your overall efficiency. Many farmers find that their smart sprayers pay for themselves within a few years. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about environmental impact. Agriculture has a significant effect on our environment, and pesticides are a big part of that. Traditional spraying methods can lead to chemical runoff, affecting local water sources and ecosystems. They can also contribute to pesticide resistance in weeds and insects. Smart sprayers help mitigate these issues. By using less chemicals and applying them more precisely, we reduce the risk of runoff. We're also slowing down the development of pesticide resistance. This means a healthier environment for all of us, and more sustainable farming practices for the future. Now, let's break down some real-world examples. Farmer John in Iowa switched to a smart sprayer last year. He reported a 70% reduction in herbicide use and a 50% decrease in spraying time. Over in California, a vineyard using smart sprayers saw their pesticide costs drop by 40%. And in a study in Australia, smart sprayers reduced herbicide use by 80% in cotton fields. These aren't just numbers, they represent real savings and real environmental benefits. But smart sprayers aren't perfect. They require a higher level of technical knowledge to operate and maintain. There can be a learning curve for farmers used to traditional methods. And in some cases, the technology might be overkill for smaller operations. It's important to consider your specific needs and situation. So, how do you decide which is right for you? Consider the size of your operation. Think about your current chemical costs and usage. Factor in your labor expenses and time constraints. And don't forget to consider your long-term goals for sustainability and efficiency. For many farmers, the switch to smart sprayers is a game changer. But for others, traditional methods might still be the best fit. Outro. There you have it, folks, a side-by-side comparison of smart sprayers and traditional sprayers. From improved accuracy to reduced chemical use, from time savings to long-term cost benefits, Smart sprayers are changing the game. But remember, the best choice depends on your unique situation. What are your thoughts? Have you used smart sprayers on your farm? Drop a comment below and let us know your experiences. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow farmers. Until next time, happy farming!